Coming up, the Valdosta Police Department has to arrest one of its own.
And police are investigating a number of armed robberies that happened in the last few days.
We'll have these stories and more. Your News Valdosta starts now. Welcome to News Valdosta. I'm Marissa Daniels.
And I'm Ian Kristansky. On September 10th, Howard Kent Kirkland was arrested at the Valdosta Police Department headquarters by the Lanier County Sheriff's Office. Kirkland's arrest was a coordinated effort by the two departments. Kirkland, who has been employed with the Valdosta Police Department since 2006, has been charged with felony eavesdropping surveillance while off duty. Chief Brian Childress said, based on the internal investigation, it is clear there was sufficient evidence to the charge against Kirkland. Although I regret it happened, I am proud of the efforts of Lanier County Sheriff's Office to investigate this incident.
This past Sunday, a GNC employee said he arrived at the business off Bemis Road and was followed in by two African-American males. The employee said one of the males pulled a handgun and demanded the money from the register. The reported victim, Jordan Bryant, told officers he gave the offenders money and was then forced into a bathroom where he was tied up with his belt. The two threatened bodily harm if Bryant told police. He was found by another customer who heard a voice coming from the back room where he was freed and called the police. Anyone having any information is asked to please contact the Valdosta Police.
On Saturday, an African-American male reportedly entered the MS Food Mart on East Park Avenue and held the clerk at gunpoint, demanding money and cigarettes. The clerk obeyed, giving the offender what he demanded, and the male exited the store and fled east on foot. Police said the store clerk was not injured. K-9 units and Valdosta Police Department detectives and crime scene personnel responded, tracking the man's scent for a short distance before losing it. Surveillance pictures have been released, so if you know this offender and his whereabouts, please contact the Valdosta Police Department.
An unknown suspect shot and wounded a man in Andes Swings and Things on Sunday, sending the victim to the hospital. Valdosta Police report officers were dispatched to South Georgia Medical Center, where James Bivens had come into the ER with a gunshot wound to his lower torso. Bivens told police an unknown person pulled out a handgun in the parking lot and fired off several rounds. It is not known if the shooting was random or if someone in particular was the target.
Early Monday morning before dawn, the Georgia State Patrol responded to an accident on Georgia Highway 94 near Van Road in Lowndes County. Reports state that a 2003 Ford Taurus was traveling westbound when it traveled off the shoulder, rotating counterclockwise before striking a tree with the passenger side of the car. The driver was identified as 31-year-old Angela Marie Hanna, who was pronounced dead at the scene. The crash is under investigation and the cause is still unknown.
Last night, the Valdosta Middle School hosted a parents' workshop of Go Math, a software that offers an engaging and interactive approach to covering new state standards in mathematics. With more on this, here's News Valdosta's Shabir Clement.
Behind me in the Valdosta Middle School is taking place tonight a parents' workshop of the application Go Math. In this workshop, parents, teachers and students will learn how to use the new digital and printed resources of Go Maths with the help of a certificated trainer of the Houghton Mifflin Company.
Go Math is a mathematics software developed by Houghton Mifflin Harcourt to support the Common Core standards in this subject. The Valdosta City School is applying this academic year the software for 6th, 7th and 8th grades.
Valdosta City Schools, we adopted the Go Math textbook series just this year. We had our best response with the Go Math series, and a couple of things that were preferable there. The students can write in the textbooks now. We get textbooks replaced each year, so that cuts out the cost of replacing textbooks each year as well. It was a good balance of 21st century approach with many technology components and also having a hard copy component for students.
All Go Maths lessons have an interactive video which can be run in any Apple devices or in a PC via the Google Chrome browser.
Well, I think the Go Math system is very innovative and interactive for the kids. At least I can understand it. So before I came here, I was helping my child with her homework, and so now I have more information that I can take back home and help her even more.
After this workshop, we can say that things are changing in math classes. Each time there are more works in groups and presentations, and with this application, everything is easier. For News Valdosta, Xavier Clement.
When we come back, a cinema opening is sparking a major debate.
And reporter Jessica Pope will tell us what the YMCA is doing to make a difference.
All right, give me a spot. You know my motto, safety first.
They could be dangerous. I think we should call animal control.
Animal control?
To be safe.
Don't worry.
Just...
I got this. It's a new motto.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
I got my MBA online at VSU. As a working mom who travels on business, I needed an MBA program that fit my schedule and allowed me to balance both my work and home life. VSU's Web MBA was perfect. I was able to spend time with my family in the evenings and then complete my assignments. My MBA is one of my greatest accomplishments. It was hard work, but I would do it again in a heartbeat. Don't wait. Start your MBA today.
Welcome back to News Valdosta.
The opening of a new cinema downtown this past weekend has stirred up quite the controversial debate amongst Valdosta with its decision to serve beer and wine. Some people took to the internet to express their thoughts on the subject. While many think it's a great idea, some conservatives believe serving alcohol in a movie theater is wrong. The owner of Red Door Records Downtown Cinema, Jessica Guinness, said she stands by her decision and is excited about the future of her business.
The YMCA is offering a different type of exercise class that is sparking some interest in Valdosta residents. For more, here's News Valdosta's Jessica Pope.
With holiday season coming up, many people in Valdosta are looking for an easy way to stay fit while having a good time. Well, I have great news for those people. Tonight at 7:30, the YMCA will be offering ballroom, Latin, and salsa dance classes. These classes will teach the basic steps of the dance in a very relaxed environment. No dance partners or experiences required, and there are no reservations required either, so you can come as a walk-in. If you miss out on tonight's dance class, they'll be offering these dance classes every Tuesday until the end of December. Also, on the third Friday of every month, they will be offering a dance social, so all dance students can come out and show off their dance moves. You don't want to miss out on a healthy way to get rid of your two left feet. For News Valdosta, I'm Jessica Pope.
The Literacy Volunteer Program of South Georgia will sponsor a Bowl for Literacy event at Jack's Lanes this Saturday at 1. The registration fee for this event is $25 per person plus a donation, or $100 for a team of 5 and optional donation. All ages are welcome to participate. Participants will receive pledge sheets, and the organization or individual with the most dollar pledges will receive special recognition. The proceeds for this event will go towards paying for future literacy events, materials, and transportation for LVP's learner tutor teams.
The members of the Central Valdosta Development Authority will meet today in the Valdosta City Hall Annex building at 5 p.m. The CVDA manages the enhancement of our downtown's position by involving businesses, churches, and just the community as a whole. For more information on CVDA, contact Valdosta Main Street.
The Valdosta Board of Education has approved a new capital outlay of $400,000 for construction of the new Valdosta High School. This decision was made in the Valdosta Board of Education regular meeting. The outlay will cover the cost of 7 additional classrooms for the school. Valdosta School Superintendent Todd Carson said the application has already been submitted to the Georgia Department of Education's Facility Services Unit, and that the board was required to approve the outlay for the funds to be released to the school system.
Graduating from high school is the end of a journey. For some, finding a first step to the next journey may be difficult. Paxton Learning is seeking to help high school grads and recent recipients of the general education degree. Kelly Saxon, case manager for Paxton Learning, said students will be put into a week of intensive training and then they are put in a job or work experience program. Saxon also said Paxton pays for all benefits and workers' compensation for the individual during the 6-week period. You can log on to paxton.com for more information.
We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we'll hear about some cooler weather.
So stay with us.
There are a million places you'd never consider texting. So why would you do it while driving? Leave risky driving to the professionals. Stop the texts, and together we can stop the wrecks.
Welcome back to News Valdosta.
Now let's take a look at the weather with Xavier Clement. Xavier, what's in the forecast?
Thanks, Marisa. Let's take a look at our local forecast for today. We can expect a very pleasant temperature today. We have a partly cloudy morning with temperatures around 75 degrees. For the rest of the day, the high temperature will be 85 degrees, but will decrease gradually during the afternoon. The sky will remain mostly cloudy for the rest of today. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible during the afternoon. Tonight, the low temperature will be 68 degrees. The chance of rain will increase from 20% to 55%, 11 p.m. being the most probable hour for precipitation. For tomorrow, the temperatures will decrease. The high temperature is expected to be around 80 degrees with an increase of humidity, which may feel like 89 degrees midday. We can expect partly cloudy day with a slight chance of thunderstorms. Be sure to wear sunscreen and all the protections against sun damage you can, because the UV index is expected to be 8, which is very high. Despite being cloudy, remember that the UV radiation can still affect you. As for the pollen count, today we've been expecting it to be around 9 points on a scale of 10, which is high level, with predominant pollens of ragweed and china pods. Make sure you take your medication if you suffer from allergies. That's our weather. Back to you at the news desk.
When we come back, we will have more on your local sports.
So don't go away.
Body language. Without saying a word, it can tell you so much. Like someone is having a stroke. Know the sudden signs. Learn fast. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time. Time to call 911 immediately. The sooner they get to the hospital, the sooner they'll get treatment. And that can make a remarkable difference in their recovery. Learn the body language, the sudden signs, and spot a stroke fast. Clean
kitchen surfaces, utensils, and hands with soapy water. 1 in 6 Americans will get sick from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
Welcome back, and now it's time for our local sports report with Rebecca Forney.
Thanks, Ian. Let's talk sports. The Lowndes High Vikings left Rockdale County scoreless while defeating them 63-0 in Friday night's homecoming football game. Quarterback Oxton Dixon said, "Any win is a great win in Martin Stadium." After defeating Rockdale County, this makes the Vikings 4-1 for the season before going into a bye week. And what happened this weekend at Valdosta High's football game? Only one team scored, and it was none other than the Wildcats. Valdosta triumphed over the Thomasville Bulldogs, and the final score was 42-0. Wow. Offensive players did a great job getting the ball down the field and made several successful passes, and as for the defense, there was no getting through. Will the Wildcats fight this hard for the rest of the season? In other sports, the Vikings cross-country team had a very successful weekend in Leesburg. Coach Mascaris commented on how this was the muddiest and messiest race that she had ever attended. That didn't stop the Vikings, though. The boys came home with the first place trophy out of 20 teams, and the girls got 4th out of 15 girls teams. In addition, the Lowndes High softball team also had a great weekend this past weekend. They hosted the annual Vikette Invitational at Freedom Park in Valdosta. The Vikettes only played in one game during the tournament and defeated Calvary Day 15-0. Furthermore, the Valdosta High School softball team will play host to the Clinch County Panthers. This non-conference game will be tomorrow at 5:30. The Panthers are currently 4-8, while Wildcats are 3-9. Last, but definitely not least, the city of Valdosta is expecting special guests this weekend. Valdosta is having a Special Olympics bowling match right at Jack's Bowling Alley. The attendees will be ages 8 to 21, and games will begin early on September 22nd. The events are run entirely by volunteers, and if you would like to make a difference this year, sign up and get more information at the website specialolympics.org. There will be more sports tomorrow. I'm Rebecca Forney. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Rebecca. Coming up next, we'll have information about a new gallery show hosted by the Turner Center for the Arts.
Danse, balance, suis la cadence, ondule bien tes hanches, au bal du dimanche. Danse, que la fête commence, dans ma belle robe blanche, je suis ton chou.
Give up on sex, don't give up on birth control either. There are more methods than you think. Find yours at bedsider.org.
And we're back with News Valdosta.
The Turner Center for the Arts will be having its September gallery opening reception this coming Monday, September 21st from 5 to 7 p.m. The galleries will include impressions of color, photographs from the American South, the 2015 Artists in Residence exhibition, and other collections. The gallery and reception is free and open to the public. Refreshments will also be served.
Donuts and bicycles. Not a combination that you would typically put together, right? Well, maybe you should come out to the Dixie Cream Donut Bash on October 3rd at the North Lowndes Park to see the duo in action. It's only $30 to sign up prior to the event and $15 for the dash relay. Cyclists will have the option of 3 different races ranging in difficulty and donut-themed obstacles. If you aren't too stuffed from all the free donuts, you may be able to carry the free t-shirts and lunch that all participants get. You can sign up at the velpar.com.
Well, that's it for our program today. Thank you for watching News Valdosta. I'm Marissa Daniels.
And I'm Ian Krastanski. We'll see you tomorrow.